Alright guys, welcome. So I'm doing the new event off limits war on my farm, just so we get a bit of an idea of what's going on before we start approaching it in 13, 15 and 19. Go! Excuse that. So in the event itself, Shelter of Hope. So I haven't really read into this at all, so I'm kind of reading as I go and learning as I go just before I jump in. So it's kind of a live reaction. Um, no outsiders are allowed in the zone. Okay, so you got a safe zone, big device, abandoned crystal mining base, captured, gives energy crystals. Sounds like a way to earn points. And my dog is losing the plot at delivery, man. Tech, combat unit, clearing obstacles, medical. Okay, bit of a fast healing option. So you would have seen when you were registering for your events, the game calculates how much power you have and what rank you can go in. Um, so for example, my main ranked in at about 155,000 power, meaning I was in Apex. If I chose to register in Elite or even Fearless, you got not only a damage buff, but also a reduced rewards. So, meaning it's kind of forcing you to fight in the bracket they give you, as well as um, kind of penalizing you for coming down from the apex and fighting down in elite and just wiping, trying to make it more fun. So, the rewards in apex aren't bad. So I guess we'll see what that's like later on. First day of the event, team up phase, which we've just done. Day 2 is fight, combat. Troops will not become heavily wounded or die in battle. So it's very similar to Pompeii in that way. However, you can only bring 6 million troops in. So that is nice, meaning there is a cap. And if there is no troops selected in your registration, which I'll show you that little window, it automatically selects them. You have your battle windows, so the battle goes for 35 minutes. Okay, gameplay. So safe zone. Excuse me. Squads march out. Temporary boost. Capturing first grants capture rewards, and holding it grants accumulated points. Opens at 1/10 minutes after the start of the event. Device closes at 12/22. Okay, I guess we'll have a look at that later on. Opens 22 minutes after the start, which is the big advice, obviously going to be giving you the most amount of points. And these look like, interesting. So kinda like your super weapons in Gen War, except there's two of them. Two skills instead of just the one. But I guess you won't have the shield option. One of these is taking the place of the shield. So that's kinda cool. Dealing big damage to rallied. Deals large damage. Showdown time. Opens 22 minutes after the start of the event. Plunder ratio for all devices increases. Okay, so taking note. Yeah, basic kind of stuff. So down here is the troop window that I was telling you about. So if you have 6 million troops and you want to select which ones you want, highly advise picking which troops you have, because if you have a lot of infantry but you want to run a lot of riders, for example, so it will most likely select the top troop first and work its way down, assuming that's how they'll do it. So make sure you select which troops you're going to field in. And the rewards, so for Fearless, some coins, some fragments, gems, speed ups, and some resources for placing first. Down to 3-3 for losing. So I mean, you registered, don't even show up. You earn 3 fragments. It's not too bad. Elite Warzone, 5-3, 7, and 19 for losing. Again, you could register and not show up. Now, I'm not saying do that because that's annoying. However, they do have a minimum points here. So if you've watched any of my other videos, I do tell you all to keep mindful of these little hidden things. So it forces you to earn 3,000 points to get them. So you can't just register and not turn up. So, um, Elite first and second, you get some home chips. And Apex, even losing in Apex is still it's slightly better than. It's pretty much on par with first place in Elite. So get into Apex, your rewards are better. But first and second gives trapping devices. That's quite tasty, actually. 20 of them. Oof. So before I jump in, just make sure my heroes are kind of set up. Now my heroes aren't great here. This is actually my second farm that I have kind of just been using and abusing for the last 2 years for sending me resources. And only in the last, bummer. Oh, couple of months, I've actually started putting a little bit of time into it. So having pre-squad setups allow you to quickly deploy your teams. However, I've got 2 there, that's kind of annoying. See, if I didn't do that, I wouldn't have seen that. Okay, so let's see. Looks like we're ready to go in. So let's go. God, just let me in. So we have 2 minutes and 41 seconds until we start. Okay, is there not a chat channel for this? Interesting. Now this is looking very much like a League of Legends match. So this may not be the most exciting of gameplay. 4 will be your Windows tab. Got one of those just in case. So, small devices protected, first capture award, gains you points. You then have your medium device, which is decent capture points, and then you get your big unit, which opens up mid towards the end. So, okay, so there's no team chat. It's annoying. Excuse my dog again. Because Postman! 2 seconds. Alright, let's do this. Okay, do we have any other activity? None there. None there. One player there. Okay. Center a lot. Yep, bit of zombie action. So, I will come north and go straight for old mate because I'll let my teammate go for number 2. Big brain. So it's got a little bit more HP. Nothing astronomical. I could see this kind of being fun with 8 teams of just pure chaos. However, not having a team chat definitely makes me want to get definitely get one made up before you dive into it. Oh, he's got an Ethan. Hello, hello. Hey, Demon, how are you, mate? Yeah, not too bad. Having a go at this YouTube streaming deal. Yeah, very dumb, but that's not too bad. The It'll definitely be really fun with a lot of people. Eight per team, so you'll have 32 in the map. It's just going to be total chaos. Yeah, so gold, red, purple, and green. Or should I say Shadow, Phoenix, Ash, and Radiant. So straight off the bat, we captured this one. So we went obviously out of our base, took that. He captured this one, and I went straight up to him and have just chased him across the top of the map while my allies went along the bottom. So now he's back to base. He's going to take back my undefended building. So you get a mean little speed boost coming out of the Ooh, okay, all 5 squads in there. Maximum garrison. Okay, so you can rally as well. Not that you're gonna do that. That's no fun. Kill. No, I'll have to find out. Oh, he's running Peggy. It's only T4 though, so yeah, man. I've got T5 oh nah, make me leader. Um T5 soldiers upgrading at the moment. They're 24 days out or something. And this opens in 5 minutes, which might rally it because of the troops inside it. You're probably going to want to rally that though when that opens because the zombies. Just giving us points, yeah. I can't see where those weapons spawn though. Because there's a plane and there's like a little mech suit that you can get, but mm, yummy. You can see the speed boost going through the bubble. Plunder ratio. When the ownership of the building changes, the original owner will lose a certain ratio of the points stored in the building. Will gain this ratio of points. Similar to Gen War, so the more points you've got stashed there, the more you can get plundered. So letting the points build up and then capturing it last minute will be pretty smart. So us losing these is not a good idea. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Let's put you in there. Ah, boo. That can go there. Once Dawdle gets back. It kind of looks like the mini game that oh, Gold stole that. Goodly. Come on, Julia. Hurry and get back to base. Yeah, he's gonna take that. That's okay. So let's see what kind of. Yeah, he's only got one squad in that base over there. Who's targeting me? Smolder base. Yep. Let's rally that. War. It's a minute, but it doesn't have a invite, which is annoying. You just got you really got to look down that bottom right for the war invite. And it looks like only the leader of the team can change reinforcement squads. Kind of annoying, but they've opened up, so let's go for that. My rally has no people. That's awesome. Rally, can you join the team? Okay, so they get closed. Okay, so they get closed. They open. Okay, so you don't have to defend the big ones for long. Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. We've got someone rallying. The small ones haven't closed yet. They stay open the whole map. I'd actually put him in there because, let's face it, they're not going to take the one closest to us. Are they? Oh, there is a chat. Awesome. I take back everything I said 10 minutes earlier. Ah, fearless man. Mm. There we go. Killed him off. Okay, that's rally. Add not that many troops. Only had 260k. So not really even worth rallying. Yeah, go on. Go, Lynn. She does. Problem is that she's like weak. She's so weak. I probably should make Lynn my stronger one, but yeah, all my time's gone into Julia. Yeah, yeah. She'll I'll have her awake um next TC. And maybe even a Bard level 1 weapon. Yeah. I think I got like 35 calls at the moment. So when does that open again? No. Okay, so your north and south open early, like in the first few minutes. They then close at the 11 mark, which is what that slash description was. This opens at 10-minute mark and closes at 22, which then forces everyone to focus on the Big Daddy. Go, Lin. Okay, he's given up. Blue didn't even show up. Oh, so one of your farms did get registered? Yep. It's honestly not too bad. Like you can get a team mostly made up, and then it just gets filled with leftovers. Closes in 3 minutes. Mm-mm. Had to close my YouTube channel because the live was tweaking me out. Alright. And obviously, because I'm in Fearless, these troop counts will be far lower. You would think in Apex you'd be a few million in each base. Mm. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So here's the mm, yeah. So in Fearless, I had to score 3,000 minimum to get your rewards. So for those in chat, we have you can heal. It's very similar to Pompeii, except you get blood bags, which are like in IR. So that's pretty good. Or you can use your normal resources, which is free, just speed ups, which is pretty tasty. I didn't. Yeah, they're a blood bag. Yeah, I'm not sure where you get them from though. Um, rather than using it for 10 troops. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's see what we got. Kind of a replacement for Genesis War, but at the same time, it's kind of different. Maybe even a replacement for Pompeii if they really wanted to do it. Yeah, yeah, you get a fair few frags. Ooh, 50% plunder ratio. Okay. So stealing the big building, you lose 50% of your points. So you really want to hold on to them. What are the plunder ratios of these ones? Oh, they're protected now. Vale is just raking in the points. And yeah, it's kind of boring without people turning up. Mm. And that got taken. So in that building, there was 345k troops, which Doesn't tell you the tier troops they are though. It's kind of annoying. Okay, someone's attacking this one. Here we go. Squirrels come back out. Yeah, you get a few blood bags free, algo, which is nice. In my opinion, I reckon it'll be pretty fun when you have 4 teams of 8 players actively fighting for objectives. You're going to have your corner garrisoned at all times, with rallies being launched across the map. And while your medium devices are up, they're going to need to be garrisoned with you launching rallies all over the shop. A bit of like making allies and stuff is probably going to happen in the coming weeks as well. Because I don't envisage you being able to. Oh, they stole it. Rude. Um, Successfully hold off that middle building in a 3v1. 19 UC. I probably could be. Do you like the live version, or would you rather me do videos for it? That's going to be the real question. I don't know. Is the quality alright in live? Hmm. Go, Sophie. Coming down to attack. Yep. Did exactly what I thought they wouldn't do. Hmm. Yeah, for sure. For sure, Algo. Especially if you got all 8 players active and... Come on. 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 Spam clicking. Where's Sophie? Not good. Not good. Ooh, fat fingers. Get up there, Sophie. Murdered. Love it. Yeah, probably Algo. You're definitely going to need to split your squads, or you even dedicate 2 of your strong field fighters. Like in our example, like for Toa, you'd have Slippo and Bjorn on the field, and they just dominate that while everyone else focuses on rallies, garrison, and defending. Could make something work. Gold given up. Just defending. Good, good matchmaking. What's that? Nah, you can't have that. None of this good match. I didn't see these weapons that they were talking about. Did I miss them? Like, did they drop somewhere and I didn't see? Oh, Green's here. Hello, Green. Little late. Reset Lin. It's 2 minutes though. Probably ain't gonna really matter now. Yeah. I think in our in this matching for me here, um, they were pretty close. Like there wasn't a massive difference. I think there was only like 100k difference across. I mean, like across top team versus bottom, like in power rating. Um. Oh yeah, you are gonna get smoked. You're gonna get smoked. Come on, Park's my weak squad. Leave him alone. $360 a minute. Showdown time. During Showdown, plunder ratios for all devices increases and damage dealt by rally squads and garrison is increased, which is nice. So that really does force you into rallying rather than swarming the last minute, which is a nice touch. Healing wise, though, how many blood bags we get? I have 6. There we go. I wonder. Yeah. And yeah, in terms of 100k is like a power is like a player at this level. Yeah, 100%. So, but when they don't turn up, it's kind of hard. Oh, that was Vale was in both those counts. I'm assuming that was both her 2 phones. So there's yeah. So yeah, obviously 70 mil and 30, so it would have been main and second. Or so 211 for us, 225 for red team, and blue was 163, so it was only a 60k difference. Um, Rewardsies. Not bad. Not bad for 30 minutes worth of work. Yeah. I don't know if you saw it at the start, but looking at the Apex rewards, even if you lose, yeah, pretty damn good considering it's half the time that Pompeii takes. Even in Fearless, like you lose, you're still getting 3 and 3. Yeah, GG without healing. No one turned up though, man. Oh yeah, getting a lot of hate for G War in the chat. So there we go. That's off limits war. Hopefully this is going to give you a little bit of insight ready for having a bit of an idea of what's going on. Algo, get out of here. um, and if you do want me to live stream the Apex, um, I can do that. I'll have another go at it. Probably easier than me filming and recording, so I don't mind that. I guess I'll see you then.